good, Commanders family? Brian Coble Jr. here, and this is Free Agency Friday. And one we know you've been looking forward to is a Bobby Wagner interview. We got Bobby Wagner right here, brother. Appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. So you out here new to the DMV, man. How's it been treating you, man? How you liking it so far?
It's been good. I mean, it took me to come out here to realize what DMV was.
Yes, sir.
I didn't understand what the DMV stand for, but I get it now, though.
It always changes based off who you ask, too. Like, for some reason, Baltimore's not a part of the DMV. I'm still trying to understand it, too, as a new guy here.
Yeah, I can't help you on that.
So, man, you come here and, you know, your head coach, Dan Quinn, you guys are familiar with each other back in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
What about Dan Quinn make you say, you know, I want to come to the DMV and run it back with him?
Just his style, man. You know, we went through a lot in the early years of my career, and you know, we went our different ways, but you watch him from afar, you see how he conducts himself as a man, you see how his defense plays, and it just made you want to be a part of that. Now, you know, there's a couple instances where we tried to kind of make that connection through free agency. It didn't work out, but here it did.
Dan Quinn has said that you are everything he loves about football. Why is it so important to be under a guy that believes in you like that and holds you to such a high regard?
Man, I think it's in any player, in any profession, in my opinion. You know, you want to surround yourself with people that believe in you, and that pushes you to push yourself and get the most out of yourself. So when you have a guy like that believe in you, that believe in your talents, believe what you are capable of doing, you perform better.
Talk about guys believing in you. Ken Norton Jr., that's somebody I think you have a lot of belief in, and that he has a lot of belief in you as well. Tell us about his coaching style. You have a lot of history with him. What can we expect from him, and what is he going to bring to this linebacking unit?
He's very animated. Yeah. He's very loud, but he's very, very intelligent. He's one of the best developers not only as a player but as a person. He cares about you more than just, you know, your ability to be a linebacker, which I think plays a part in his ability to lead, which I think he's one of the best leaders that I've been around. So, you know, I'm excited to be around him again. I think that's what a lot of people can look forward to, is his passion, his energy, his playfulness, but also his leadership.
Yeah, I think we're very lucky to have Ken, and we're also very lucky to have you because we have a very young linebacker core. Been around the block a few times. What do you think you can bring to this as far as leadership is concerned and help these young guys develop?
I think it's just experience. I mean, a lot of it is, you know, you go out there and I remember, you know, going out there as a player and being young and those things, like you don't have the experience, you don't have the scars, and you try to, you know, get that through, you know, playing. And so sometimes when you have a guy that is older than you, that's been through some of the things that you're about to go through, it can save you from some of those scars. Some of those scars you don't have to get because you can learn from a guy that's done it before. So that's my goal, is to share as much knowledge as I possibly can, and you know, see how we can just make this the best group that we possibly make.
And a guy that's made his name for himself across the league is a Joe Witt Jr. I'm sure somebody you're very familiar with. Yeah. What about him made you say, you know what, I trust this guy to be a leader of this defense and I want to follow under him?
Man, I just think, you know, the few meetings that we've had, few conversations that we had thus far, is just how smart he is, how detailed he is. You always know a great defense from top to the bottom, to the players. And so when you have a coach like that and surround him with a great defensive staff that is detailed, that makes sure everybody's on the same page, that's a really good recipe for success.
Yes, sir, man, and success. We love that word. And Bobby, I think we're all very excited to see what you do here on this team. And the Commanders fans get so excited that they send us questions to ask you, right? They want to know from you. So I'm going to ask you a fan question, if that's cool. That's cool?
Of course.
All right. Now, this is from @TY_Montana. He asks, what are some signs you look for in training camp that lets you know you have a good team on your hands?
I think as far as defense, talking, when you have a loud defense that's communicating, I think that's a sign of a good defense. But I also think is the camaraderie, like how close are the guys. You know, I think that's obviously built now and built through the course of the off season and training camp and things of that nature. You got to go through scars yourself. Yeah. But that's the biggest thing, because there's a lot of talented defenses out there that don't really rock with each other. They don't perform to the best of their ability. And so can we, you know, connect on a different level on the field and off the field that will help, you know, lead this defense to where we think it should be.
Well, in your experience, in your opinion, what do you think helps build that camaraderie? Like, you kind of are in that right now, meeting all these new people. How do you help do that as a leader?
I think you just take the time to know everybody. I mean, everybody in this building has a story, and everybody in this building has something that they're fighting for, something that they're trying to prove. Things that they want to get out of this game. And the only way you can push the people around you is if you know those things. And so, our job is to learn one another and learn what drives one another, because we're not all gonna have great days. We're gonna have bad days, and that's when you have the people around you that can push you to get through those days to make that bad day not last as long as it should. So that's what I would say is just getting out of your comfort zone and figuring out who are the people that you're playing with and what are they really trying to get from this game, so you can all push each other to get whatever it is that they want from this game.
For sure, and you mentioned everybody has a story. Well, your story, I think we're all very familiar with. A lot of success in the NFL. You led the NFL in tackles last season. So I think people look at you and look at your resume and say, what else does Bobby Wagner have to prove? What else does he have to do? In your own words, what are your goals for this season?
My goals for the season, man, is I really feel like we have the people, the leadership, the makeup to be one of the best defenses in the league. So whatever my part is to try to push us to get to that's what I want to do. Obviously, everybody want to go to, hold that trophy up at the end of the season. So obviously that's still the goal, but it's how great can we all be together. And I feel like we have a really good team, and I just would love to figure out a way to maximize it.
And Bobby, I think we all would love that, Bobby. And thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. We know you're a busy man. Commanders family, this is our new middle linebacker, Bobby Wagner, and this is Free Agency Friday. Remember to leave your questions in the comments for these guys. We will try to drop a new Free Agency Friday for you every single Friday. Bobby, appreciate your time, brother.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Good luck this season.
Thank you.